to Yard Style Creation. This is your girl Mel, and today I will be preparing coconut cake or Toto. So this is my coconut, and I'm gonna ox it out and shred it. I'm gonna blend some to get some coconut milk as well to put in the coconut cake. So let's go. So I'm gonna take out the coconut from the ox. So I will be doing it like this. Well, I'm gonna do it slowly. Let me put it on the counter because I cannot really do it without. I want the knife to cut you. When I take it out, I normally scrape the back of it. Scrape it like this because this is kind of hard. So I scrape it. Normally, scrape it so you get off the hard part of it. So now, this is my last piece. So I'm going to wash it. I've already had some water in it. So I'll be washing the coconut. So I'm gonna wash this ahead of time, and then I will let you know what I'll be doing next. So I cut the coconuts into small pieces because I'm gonna blend it. I separated another half of the coconut because I'll be shredding them. So yes, I'm gonna add some water. I'm gonna cover it and blend. Why I'm blending this is because I want the coconut milk. So I'm gonna get the coconut milk to use to add to the cake. Alright? So I'll be straining the coconut. I need a cup of coconut milk. So I'm going to pour the coconut in so I can separate the trash and get the milk. I'm going to squeeze it. So now this is my coconut milk. I have a glass of coconut milk, so I'm going to put it in the refrigerator to chill for a while, and I'm going to get the other ingredients ready to bake my coconut cake. Okay? Instead of using an oven, I'll be using the wood fire. You know, country girl, sometimes I guess finish well. It's not finished right now, but I love to bake on the wood fire as well as in the oven. So I'm going to do it the other way. I'll be using a process called steaming. So I'll bake the cake on the wood fire instead of using the oven today. Alright? So I'll be shredding my coconut, as well as be grating some ginger, about 1 teaspoon or half a teaspoon of ginger, and nutmeg spices. So I'll be doing those, alright? So these are all natural. These are all gluten-free, so I'll be using natural ingredients and a few artificial, but it's gluten-free as well. This is the butter that I'll be using. I took it out from the refrigerator to let it soften up a bit. It's also gluten-free as well and vegan. So yes. So now I'll be shredding the coconut. I'll just show you a little part of it, but I'm going to prepare the ingredients ahead of time. So this is how I shred the coconut. it, as you can see. Shredding it. So I will be greasing my baking tin. So this is a small baking tin. I'm gonna make one coconut cake, so I'll be greasing it. This is a small piece of butter, so I'll be using it. And you have to ensure you grease the tin properly. Ensure it's at the crease, the corner. You grease it properly. So if you don't grease it properly, the cake will burn, so you have to grease it properly. So I'm using a piece of grease paper to grease my baking tin. Alright? And butter. Some people use the spray butter, but you can use it. You can purchase it as well and use it. But I'll be using this one because I'd rather to work with this one than any other. So now I've greased my baking tin, so I will put it aside for it. Okay, so I've prepared some ingredients. Remember, I already blend the coconut. So this is the coconut milk, 1 cup coconut milk. Maybe I use half cup depending on how the cake look when I mix it. So this is 1 cup coconut milk. This is my shredded coconut. So shredded coconut. My hands are clean, so shredded coconut. In this cup I place vanilla and almond. These are the liquid. I have 3 eggs, 2.5 cup of flour, 2.5 cup of flour. So this is the flour I use. Reason being, I have to use flour that is gluten-free. So it's a gluten-free cassava flour. Some people can use any type of flour depending on your choice. I use cassava flour. Some persons can use all-purpose flour, any flour, regular flour, but I use cassava flour. Alright, so I'm gonna have a cup of cane sugar, 1 cup cane sugar. These that I have here, this is grated nutmeg, ginger, and some lemon zest mixed together. This is gluten-free cinnamon, as well as gluten-free. This is gluten-free baking powder. It's sealed, it's not open as yet, so I'm gonna open it. Alright, it's here. And this is the butter. I'm gonna use lime juice. Ready? Okay, so this is a lime. I'm gonna squeeze the lime in the plate because I'm gonna whisk some egg in the plate. I'm gonna whisk 3 eggs in the plate. So reason why I'm using lime, you can use lime or lemon juice, is because I want it to the egg, the rawness from. So this is the lime that I'll be putting in the plate. I'm squeezing 1 lime in the plate. I'm going to whisk the egg inside of it. Reason being, I want to take away the rawness. Some persons use rum, but I will not use rum. Instead, I'll be using a lime. So the seeds are in it. I'm going to take out the seeds. So I'm going to break the eggs and add them. Little by. So I'm going to whisk my egg with the fork. So this is it. And now I'm going to add some dry ingredients to my 2.5 cups of flour. So I'm going to add the dry ingredients to give it flavor. So I'm going to add the nutmeg at first, 1 teaspoon nutmeg. And then I'm going to add the ginger, the shredded ginger, along with the lemon zest. So I'm going to add the cinnamon. Remember what I had? I had nutmeg. And now I'm going to add some cinnamon. So I'm adding the dry ingredients to my flour. So the cinnamon is already added, and the nutmeg and the ginger. So I'm gonna mix my dry ingredients to my stiff cassava flour. So now I'm gonna mix my cake. This is half cup butter. I'm gonna cream the butter along with the 1 cup of sugar. I'm gonna add the sugar and cream. The butter and the sugar. So I'm creaming the butter and the sugar. Now I'm gonna add the eggs to the butter, the cream butter and the sugar. Now I'm gonna add the vanilla and the almond extract. I'm gonna mix. This is my measuring cup. This is a half a cup. I'm gonna add the flour slowly. So this is half a cup of flour. I'm gonna add another half. Ensure it is level. So another half cup of flour. So in all you should have 2 cups flour.
Ready.
I'm adding another cup of flour. So half and half equal 1. So it's another cup. So that's 1 cup of flour, another cup. So in all this. Now I'm gonna add some coconut milk because this is a bit thick. So I'm gonna add a little bit of coconut milk and mix. So that's so far 2 cups of flour. I had a small amount of coconut milk. So this is my mixture. It's a bit thick, so I'm gonna add more liquid to it. And remember, this is the coconut milk that I blend. So I'm gonna add the coconut milk slowly. That's about half cup already to my total of 2.5 cups of flour. Some persons use their hands to mix, but not today. I'm using the mixer to mix instead to do it faster. And the reason why I didn't add the baking powder to the flour is because I'll be doing it outside. So the last thing I'll be putting in is my baking powder. So now I'll be adding 2 teaspoons of baking powder. This is gluten-free baking powder. It's a bit different from everyone else baking powder. It's gluten-free. So 1 and 2. So 2 teaspoons baking powder. I'm gonna mix it now. I'll be adding the last ingredient. This is my shredded coconut. So I'm gonna add it to the mixture, to my butter, and then mix it around. So this is the coconut that I had. Some people had raisins in the coconut cake or any other fruits, dried fruits, but I'm not gonna add that right now. Instead, I like my things natural, so I'll be just using the coconut. butter into the grease pan that I already prepared. Some persons use a square baking tin, some use a round one. So I'll be using the square. And so now this is the finished coconut cake. I'm gonna put it on the wood fire to steam, so I will show you. I'm gonna get it ready. I'm gonna light the fire and put it in the pot outside. So I already light the fire. Cook Buja light the fire for me because I can't catch the fire by myself. So I light the fire, put on the pot. You have to get a deep pot and put about half a cup of water in it. This is about half a cup of water. Ensure it's hot. The pot is extremely hot, and I'm gonna put the cake in it right now. So I'm gonna put the cake right inside the pot. As I say, I'm gonna ensure it is, ooh, Lord. I'm gonna ensure that it is covered, sealed, and I'm gonna bake it, let it bake for about 30 to 45 minutes. I won't open it until about half an hour time to check on it because I don't want the cake to sink. So in the meantime, it will rise. So I'll be baking it for 30 to 45 minutes. So, yes. Let me try to push up the fire a bit. Robert, come push up the fire. I can't manage this. Come.
Alright, you want some assistance in terms of pushing up fire? Country girl.
Alright, so it's about half an hour now, so I'm gonna open the pot and see what's going on inside. So let's see. Ooh, so it's steaming nicely. So I'm gonna cover it, and as you see, it's rising as well. Cover it back now and watch for the when it's 45 minutes. I'll check it again to see if it's baked. And the side of the pot, I put oil on it to grease it, oil and ashes to grease the pot so that it will not burn. And now it's ready. I'm gonna take it out of the pot. It's been 1 hour. Now it's over 45 minutes, so that's the finished product. I'm gonna try and take it out of the pot and then get it and then cut a slice, and you all will see. So I'm gonna take it out. As you can see, there's some water inside the pot. It's almost dry. So I'm gonna take it out, take the cake inside, and then you'll see. So I tested the cake already, so I'm gonna take it out of the pan, the baking thing. So as you can see, it moved away from the side, so it's ready. So I'm gonna take it out. I'm just gonna turn it over and take it out, flip it. Ooh.
Oh.
Wow. Alright, so this is the cake. As you can see, I just turned it out of the pan. It's hot, but I'm gonna cut a slice of the cake. So I'm gonna cut it. It's a bit moist, so I'm gonna cut it and taste it. And this is my cake. So I'm gonna put it in another plate and take a slice and let you see how it looks. So now I'm gonna taste the cake. I already tasted it before, but I'm gonna taste it, let you see. Delicious. So please remember Yard Style Creation, YARD, Yard Style Creation. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.